Okay, so Pilates posture as always, feet in parallel, abs drawn in, tailbone is long. Lift those quads, slope the shoulders out of your ears, lengthen through the top back side of your head. Let's take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And one more time, inhaling and exhaling. We're just going to start with a little bit of shoulder movement, waking up that shoulder area. Then we'll go through the spine, and then we'll work that lower body. So I'm just going to turn sideways, shoulders roll up, back, and down. Bring your arms in front of you, elbows are bent, and give me a nice squeeze back. But as you do so, make sure you didn't do this. You don't want to arch, so keep the ribs pulled down, tailbone lengthen, and we'll squeeze the elbows, and squeeze the elbows, and squeeze, adding on. We're just going to add a heel raise, just to add a little bit of balance here. Doing your best to come down softly, squeezing those shoulder blades as you lift up and lift and lift and squeeze. Last time, lift, squeeze, hold, arms down, shoulders up, back and down. One arm up, the shoulders out of your ears, lift a little higher. And then with your elbows bending, you're going to squeeze down and in and lift, squeeze down and in and lift. And we're going to add on that heel raise again, lift and lift, lift. So just a little bit of lat awareness, last two. And last one, arms come down. And now we're going to take a nice wide stance, bend the knees, put your hands on your thighs. Exhale, tuck just your tailbone under, extend it out. Tailbone under, extend it out. One more time, tailbone and extend it out. Now I want you to focus on your belly button. Pull your belly button in, drop it down. Belly button up and in, drop it down. One more time, belly button and drop. Now think about that space between your shoulders. Round it, squeeze it. Shoulder blades round and squeeze. Round and squeeze. One more time, shoulders round and squeeze. Now let's put that all together. Tailbone under, belly button pulls up and in, shoulders press away, head can drop. Tailbone lifts up and out, belly button drops, shoulders squeeze, head in line with your spine. Exhale, tailbone, belly button, shoulders, head. Inhale, tailbone up, belly button down, shoulders, and squeeze. Good. From there, bring both arms out to the side, thumbs up to the sky, bend the elbows just a little bit, squeeze for me, squeeze. So you're pitched forward, right? And you're squeezing, and squeezing, 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 squeezing. Hands on your thighs, exhale, roll, extend, lift your chest, stick your booty out, lift your toes, lift your arms up, come back through center. Lower body only for just a minute. Right toes out, and then we're just going to sit in our curtsy and stand up. And curtsy and stand. All your weight is on that left leg, feeling your quad and your glute. Good. 4 more here. Last 2. Last one, sit into that. Lift your back leg up, your right leg. Go an inch deeper with your left and come up an inch. Come up an inch. Up, 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 and up. Stand up. Weight on your right leg. Left toes out to the side. Sit into your curtsy. Try and create most of your weight or keep most of your weight on that right leg. Few more here. Keep the weight on the right leg. That left toe just taps back. 2 more. Good. Stay back. Weight off that left leg. Bend the right knee a little deeper, a little deeper. Sit in, and bring that up. Shoulders up out of your ears. All right. Wide stance one more time. Bend those knees. Good. Roll under, extend out. Keep that extension. Pull your belly button in. Bring your arms into a V this time. Lift your arms up and then lift your body up. Hands on your thighs. Bend your knees. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Arms into a V. Sit into your booty. Lift up. Use your arms to help you come down. Hinge. Exhale, round. Inhale, cow. Arms way up. Bring it up. And down again. Exhale. Rounding. Inhale, extending. Arms lift you up. One more time. Bring it down. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Arms lift you up. Bring that down. All right. And then last thing we're going to do, one more of those, but that's going to bring us to the ground. So bend your knees, round in your cat stretch, inhale in your cow, and then let's walk your hands down and forward until you're in a beautiful high plank position. Make sure that your hips are tucked a little, your head is in line with your spine. And then we're going to do what we did standing a moment ago. Tuck your booty under, stick it up. Booty under, stick it up. One more time. Booty under, stick it up. Now belly button, round, drop. Round, drop. One more time. Round and drop. And now I want you to try just your shoulders. Press, squeeze, press, squeeze. One more time. Press and squeeze. And now hold everything for 4, 3, 2. Knees come down. Widen your knees, sit back on your heels, arms in front, resting position. Good. And then come to elbows, and your booty's still up in the air. Tuck and round cat. Inhale, cow. Really lazy cat-cow here, but feel that spine movement. Good. Last time. Straighten those arms, shoulders out of your ears, and then just flip so that you're in a mermaid position. The knee that's bent in front, we're going to head in that direction and come up. Head in that direction and come up. One more time. Head in that direction and come up. Switch your legs the opposite direction. Just one last little stretching movement here. We go to the bent knee side and up, bent knee side, and up. Last time, bent knee side, up. Ooh. Flip it around. Bring yourself down onto the ground, grabbing hold of your hamstrings and rolling down. Curl those knees into your chest. Take a little rock side to side. Good. Nice squeeze. Feel that tailbone lift up, and then roll it back down as your knees move away. Exhale, pull those knees in. So it's like we're doing that cat, and then press them away. It's like we're doing that cow. And one more time, knees come in, and then cow position, lift the knees tabletop. Now pull the belly button in so you flatten your ribs, but you may still have that gap there. And then let's remind ourselves of those shoulders again. So squeeze them to the floor, round them up. Squeeze them down, round them up. 2 more, squeeze them down, round them up, and then bring them down. Nod your head yes. Deep breath in. We're going to stay lying down for this first kind of a version of single leg stretch. Left leg up in the air, right knee stays where it is. Left leg and right arm are going to extend, arm by your ear. Reach your left arm long, reach your right fingertips long, reach your left toes. Check on your belly button, make sure it's pulled in, ribs are pulled in, back of the neck is long, back is long. Make sure the right knee didn't sneak in, it's still in tabletop, everything back to center. Right leg up in the air, right hand by your side, reaching, shoulder blade down, left arm up overhead, shoulder blade down, left knee stays in place, abs drawn in, reach through your right toes and your left fingers, and inhale center. Let's do that with the breath. Here we go. Deep breath in, exhale, left toes, right fingers, reach, inhale center. Neutral spine if you can. That means there's a little gap under your low back, making your abs have to work all the harder to keep those ribs down. Almost there. Good. Knees in tabletop. Let's swing those knees open into a little diamond shape. Hands still by your sides. This time, head, neck, and shoulders will float off the ground. Try to lift both shoulder blades a little higher, but don't curl your head. Take that left leg, extend it again. Take that right arm over your head, and now move both in opposite direction. Not lower, but opposite direction. And that right knee can stabilize your hips, so don't let everything shift to the left. Reach and inhale, center. Right legs reach, left arm reaches, reach to your right toes, not necessarily lower, but again, longer. Reach to that left arm and push that left hip down at the same time. Inhale, center. Here we go with the breath. If your neck bothers you, feel free to support it with the opposite hand. So inhale to center, exhale to stretch, opposite knee or opposite toe, opposite leg, or opposite toe, opposite fingers, and reach, and reach. You can turn your head to look over your arm. If you're supporting your head, don't pull on it, please. Just give it a little support. So you should feel this nicely in your obliques. Nicely, I don't know if it's nicely. You should feel it in your obliques. Two more. And relax. Bring those knees in, but keep them apart. And then squeeze them back together. Legs in tabletop. Exhale, pull that belly button in, nice neutral spine. Deep breath in, pivot your knees apart. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. We're doing slow double leg stretch. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex through the heels, lengthen through the calves, arms reach overhead. On the inhale, you reach for your toes. It might be here, it might be here. You might lift yourself up and be here, or you can teaser it. Exhale, bend. Here we go again. Inhale, knees open. Exhale, float off the ground. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex your heels, arms go up overhead. Inhale, point, lift, reach for those toes, and exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex and reach. Inhale, point, lift, reach, and exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale, float. Inhale, point. Exhale, reach. Inhale, point, lift, reach, and exhale down. Inhale, knees open. Exhale, float off the ground. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex your heels. Inhale, point, lift, reach, and exhale down. Two more. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, lift. Bring it down. Last one with me, and then you're going to do one on your own. Here we go. Knees open on the inhale. Exhale to lift. Inhale to point. Exhale, flex, reach. Inhale, point, lift, reach. Bring it down. Let me see you do one on your own, please. 6 steps if you manage. That's how many it's supposed to be, but whatever you get, right? And when you finish that last one, nice job, y'all. Go ahead and hug those knees in for a moment, and then put that left foot on the ground. Make sure the left knee's not off to the side. Bring it nice and square. So you see that knee and hip alignment. Then I want you to extend your right toe straight up in the air. Bring your hands by your sides, palms face down. Press the palms and the wrists, the forearms, elbows, triceps, and shoulders wide. And then notice if you popped your ribs, pull the ribs down. And then lift up and lift your left toes. So if you need to push the foot a little farther ahead so that your left toes are up in the air, and obviously your right toes are pointed to the ceiling. Tap your hips down, poke a hole in the ceiling. Tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. Almost there. 2 more. Hopefully that left glute is feeling these. Bring that right foot down. Cross your left ankle over that right thigh. Press that left knee open, starting to get some relief Reach around, thread your needle, grab your right hamstring, please. If you want, extend that right leg up in the air. You can flex and pull it closer. You can point. And then we'll put the right foot on the ground. Left leg reaches straight up in the air. Maybe scoot your right toes a little ahead so that you can lift the right toes off the ground. So right toes off the ground, arms are wide and long, lift up, make sure your right knee is lined up with your right hip, and we lower and lift, lower, lift. Doing your best to create this movement from the glutes. Just 2 more. And relax. Left foot down, right ankle crosses. Press that right knee open, please. Thread the needle if you want a deeper stretch. Extend that leg up if you like. Pointing and flexing if you prefer. And then cross the right knee all the way over. Let the knees drop to your left, please. As you come back to your center, uncross your legs and go left over right, and let the knees drop to your right. And then come on back through center, extend your legs long, point your toes, hands by your sides, engage those shoulder blades, nod the head yes. Deep breath in, pull your ribs in on the exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground, reach your arms as long as you can until you can't reach any longer, and then lift them off the ground. Option to hover them right at thigh height. Maybe you could lift them a little higher. Maybe you can lift them a little higher. Maybe you can lift them a little higher. Maybe they can come all the way up over your head. Exhale, everything comes down. Half roll up. Deep breath in. Here we go. Point your toes. Put your belly button in. Exhale, reach those arms until you can't reach any farther. Then lift as high as you can without collapsing. And then exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, float, lift, reach, reach, reach. Inhale, high. And exhale down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift, reach, reach, reach. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale down. 4 more like that. We exhale, half roll up. Inhale, arms come up just as high as you can handle without falling down. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale down. Last 2. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Last time. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach, and exhale down. All right, knees into your chest. Side to side, quick rock, and then hands to your ankles, and we start rolling like a ball. You can roll side to side if rolling like a ball is not advisable for you. Good. Next time you come up, let's stay in a balanced position. Bring your hands underneath your ankles. Lift your knees tabletop. Shoulders out of your ears. Good. Extend your right leg. Hold your balance. Lift your left arm. Reach to the side. Come back to center. Extend your left leg. Right arm twist. Back to center. Reach. Center. Reach. Center. So we basically did this already. When we did it before, we were lying down. So if that was too much on your back, come on back down onto your spine. Otherwise, and then if you don't need to hold your leg, you don't have to. I think it gives you nice support, but you don't have to. Last 2. And soles of the feet together for just a moment before we spine stretch. Sit as tall as you can, right? So by grabbing your shins or your ankles, you can pull your chest forward instead of being rounded. So get that big extension. Then from there, widen your elbows and pull yourself forward without letting this happen. So just keep lifting tall through your spine and hinge. From there, you know what? I think we're going to stay with this instead of going to spine stretch for now. Sit nice and tall. Let's bring those knees together, shoulders out of your ears. we're gonna do a modified, or not a modified roll down, but we're gonna do the half time roll down, double time roll down, whatever. Here we go. Palms to the sky. Exhale, hinge and curl. Inhale, right back up again. Exhale to hinge. Inhale to lift. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back and inhale up. Your choice what you want to do with your arms. You want to leave them low. That'll be a little easier. If you brought them into that position we were using earlier with that rowing, that would engage those shoulders again. You can bring them into a V, which you can move or not, right? Over your head is going to be the most challenging, and you don't want it to be right? You want to keep them by your ear if you choose to do that one. Four more. Nice, you guys. And relax. As you relax, you're going to turn over onto one side. Arm is resting underneath your ear. Knees are stacked. Hips are stacked. Abs are drawn in. We're going to work that outer hip and booty area a little bit. So turn your toes of your top leg up and let your knee drop in front of you. Keep your waistline lifted. Flip it so your toes tap in back. So it's knee down, knee, toe. Little quick movements. So you start working those rotators that allow your hip to do exactly this, rotate open. Good. Leave it down in front, flex through your heel, push up, straighten your leg, press it back. Down in front, flex, straighten, reach. In front, flex, straighten, reach. Down and back. So I'm cutting out that middle piece, just press it back. Make sure you're pushing behind you, not just in front of you, or you won't really get the whole thing. Last two. Leg comes in front. Keep that foot flexed, but turn the toes down. Tap in front and lift. Tap in front and lift. This should be kind of polishing off all that we've done. Good. Let that top leg rest. Bend it. Place the foot against the thigh. Press it open. Let it come down in front of you. Give it a tuck and a squeeze. And then press yourself all the way up. Flip so you're on the opposite side, please. Lift that waistline. Stack those knees. Stack those hips. Head resting. Knee down in front. Toe behind. Knee and toe. Quick little movements. Feeling that work in those glutes. Last four. Last two. And last one. Flex through that heel. Push the leg straight and then move it behind you. Come down in front. Push it straight. Flex through the heel. Move it behind you. Down in front. Push it straight. Move it behind you. Down, straight, move behind. Then make that a fluid movement. Press up and back. Down in front. Up and back. Make sure that leg is going behind you for that extra challenge, please, if you want. Last two. Good. Leg comes in front. Flex the heel. Turn your toes down. Tap the toe, lift. Tap, lift. Should be, again, finishing off that outer hip area. And rest. Woo, bend that knee, Put the foot on the ground, press it open, and then pull it in. And then we're going to flip over onto our abs. Arms are going to stretch out in front of us. Big toes together, toenails on the ground. Put your hands on the ground and just lift your upper body the tiniest bit. And now roll your shoulder blades, roll your thumbs to the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades to lift just a tiny bit higher. And then relax down. Press up. Open the thumbs to the sky, squeeze the shoulder blades back and come down. 2 more like that. Press up, thumbs up, toes are on the ground, squeeze your shoulder blades 1 more time. Exhale, press, rotate, and then lift your arms up. Keep your big toes down, squeeze the elbows, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. So there's some engagement of your low back, but you're working that upper back. 3, 2, and 1, lie down. Take a break. And then stretch your arms behind you. Palms are up. Head back to center. Shoulder blades squeeze together to lift your shoulders. Legs stay down at first. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift those toes. Everything down. Deep breath in. Exhale, both ends, reach and lift. And down. Reach, lift. And down. Reach, lift. And down. Last time. Reach, lift, and down, arms underneath you, and then prop yourself up. Little baby low back stretch here, shoulders out of your ears. And then hands are going to press down. We're going to lift the collarbone, and then the chest, and then the ribs, and then the belly button. So baby plank. I want you to round your shoulders, and then squeeze them together. And round them, and squeeze them. We've been doing this all day. Round, and squeeze, and then find halfway. And that should be that nice neutral. Then, option to tuck your toes, keep your knees bent, but imagine you have a piece of paper under those knees. Should be kind of challenging. And then flex through those heels, press those legs straight, and then lift into a pipe. Come back down, knees bend, toes flatten, open your back, lift, 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 pull your belly button in, tuck your toes, press into your plank, pipe it up. Come back down, knees come down, give it a quick stretch, chest moves away, lift, 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 lift. When you're ready, tuck your toes, hover those knees, and then plank, and then pike, and then we're just gonna shift back into that plank and hold. Shoulders are broad, they're not retracted nor rounded. Your head is in line with your spine, so your eyes are looking at a spot on the ground ahead of you. Your hands are apart, your belly button is pulled in, your ribs are pulled in, your thighs are lifted, your heels are pressing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Knees wide, shift back. And then we're just gonna turn this into a little bit of an undulating cat-cow to loosen up that spine 1 more time. So as you come forward, you're in that cow position, tailbone is up, and as you roll backwards, you're rounding into your cat. Good. And then let's come back over onto one side, elbow underneath your shoulder. Body in a long straight line, even if your knees are bent and tucked behind you. I want you to focus first on the hips. So notice if your top hip is rolled forward, stack those hips. Notice if your booty is behind you, pull them forward. And that is going to make your side plank a little more difficult. You might already notice a change in your shoulder. Push the shoulder back, lift up out of it, engage those lats. And then as you're ready, your version of side plank, whether that's on the sides of your thighs, right, or a straddle or a stack. You come on up, and then if you want, we're going to add variations today. So you're going to arch your hip and come back to center. Dip your hip and come back to center. Rotate, thread your needle, come back to center. Lift your top leg, come back to center. Arch it up, center, dip, lift, rotate, center, top leg, and down. If one of these doesn't work for you, you don't need to do it. We're on the dip, we're on the rotation, and finally lift, and down, and come down. Woo, and we're going to the other side. So long straight line in your body. Again, let's think about those hips. Stack them, and then a lot of times we need to push those hips forward. And again, that's going to change that angle on that shoulder, so you're going to have to be really good about pressing back. We lift up into that side plank. Hold it if you want, or option lift, center, dip, lift, rotate, top leg. Again, up, dip, rotate, top leg, up, center, whoops, dip, center, rotate, center, up, leg up. Let's do one more. Arch, center, dip, lift, rotate, center, lift, and down. Woo! And all the way over onto your spine, knees into your chest again, please. All right. Rocking side to side, just loosening up that low back again, please. And then feet on the ground, abs drawn in, and we're gonna lift one leg at a time into that nice L shape. We're gonna start with our scissors today. Deep breath in, exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. You're gonna bring that right knee in. Exhale, give me 2 pulses, left leg, and switch, and switch, and switch, Now bring your head, neck, and shoulders down. Pull your ribs in, pull your abs in. Hands reach by your hips, shoulders press up and down. Bring your right toes forward and your left leg away as if you're going to do that scissors again. But give me that helicopter. Switch it up. Left leg forward, right leg away. Round they go. Right leg comes forward, left leg moves away, and we rotate. Left leg forward, right leg, and rotate. Try a couple more on your own. And bend the knees for a quick moment. Let's put that left foot on the ground, right toe straight up in the air. Fingertips to your hips. Be aware as we go into leg circles of keeping those hips nice and quiet. So start your circles and try not to let the hips move at all. Stability in the hips and the torso as that leg moves freely. You can walk your left foot farther away and straighten out that leg a little bit, or you can flex through the heel and straighten it all the way. So long as your hips are staying quiet, that's the point here. Good. Right knee bends, place it on the ground for me. Left leg straight up in the air. Same thing, we start small with circles, inhaling in one direction, and make sure you switch as you exhale or you finish the circle, and then you reverse. So you inhale to start your circle, exhale, finish, reverse direction. Sorry, I don't think I said that on the other side. Walk your feet a little farther away if you want, your right foot, or flex through that heel and lay it down if you prefer. And then bend that knee. Both legs come in, tabletop position. Fingers to your rib cage, pull the ribs down, keep a little space under your low back. Fingers to the sky, shoulders press down, lift them up, press them down. One more time, press them up, press them down, ribs flat, toe touch. Abs stay nice and tight as those feet move away from you. It's not the feet, sorry, it's the thighs that move away from your body. If you want to, knees go wide for a little extra challenge. If you want even more, bring those arms up over your head, engage those shoulder blades against the ground, however. And then when you come back to center, straighten out your legs. If this is too tight, you're going to keep the knees bent in toe touch. Otherwise, hands by your sides, lower your legs and lift. Just a simple double leg lower. Abs, all about keeping those abs engaged. 4 more. And then knees bend. Let's go wide stance with your feet. Let your right knee drop in and your left knee drop open. Put your right hand on your right hip and pull it down and back towards the ground. And then lift that right knee up. Let the left knee drop in. And put your left hand on that left hip and pull it back and down. And one more time, legs back through center, other direction. And one more time. Good. All right, we're gonna do a little modified can-can here. So you're gonna bring yourself about halfway up onto your elbows to start with. Shoulders are gonna wanna roll forward, so I want you to exaggerate lifting them up, and then from there, straighten out your arms to wherever you need them to be. But really be aware of those shoulders. So if you need to have arms bent or anything wider, find that, and then lift your legs up and get those knees really close to you. So you don't want to be far away, you want to be tucked in, and we'll start side to side. I guess it is rocket season, although I guess there is no rocket season unless they're doing it online. And then when you're ready, you give it that can kick at the edges, right? And if you want, you can keep the legs straight the whole time, like a giant pendulum or tick-tock, we call that. Keep the knees really close to your body. Nice. Good. Couple more. And then feet down. Shoulders are still nice and wide. Bend your elbows, lean back a little bit, and then just press them straight. So just a little teeny bit of a, not even a real tricep, just a little baby tricep exercise here. But what I want you to think about is making sure there's not movement in your shoulders. So keep the shoulders as stable as possible. So we are stabilizing the shoulders, they're working. And then the arms moving just the tiniest bit. Last 2 and last 1, straighten those arms, come all the way up, legs extend, pull those glutes out from under you, sit up nice and tall. Arms out to the side. You're gonna twist for Saul, left fingertips to right, hinge down and reach back with your right arm and inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist, reach opposite direction and inhale tall. Exhale, twist to reach and inhale tall. And reach. Keep it going, please. Last 2. And sit tall. Shoulders out of your ears. Let's bring those feet together and do our seated twist. Kind of reformat so you're really sitting tall in those sit bones. Arms are out here, and we're going to do palms facing each other. We're going to squeeze those shoulder blades back a couple times, remind us of those posture muscles. Keep your big toes together, keep your elbows bent, maybe even flex through the fist of that right arm as you push back 3 times, each time trying to get farther. Then left arm. And center, right. And center. 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 Again. One more. And relax. Shoulders out of your ears. Bend those knees. Mosey your way down. Once again, lying down position. I want your feet together. Ankles touch or heels touching. Big toes are a little apart in a V and knees are apart. And then we lift up in our bridge. So it's a wide knee bridge, and you might just feel this a little different. And then Figure out what's going on with your hips. Tuck them a little more, lift them a little higher. You probably can go a little higher in this. Good. Shoulders out of your ears. Hands get to stay down because you're about to lift up without tipping over your right leg and extend it to the right and flex through it and bring it down. And then that left leg comes out to the left, flex through it and bring it down. Now, if you were okay with doing that, we're adding on. Keep those hips lifted. Mine were starting to sag. Keep those ribs pulled in. Lift that right leg, leave it out to the side. Lift it, foot flexed, and halfway down. Lift and halfway down. Lift, halfway down. Good. Right heel up against the left. If your hips sag, as mine did, lift them back up. Left leg out to the side, flex and lift and lower. Try and even up those ribs. Keep those hips lifted. And bring that down and relax. You should have felt some outer hip on that. And now we're going to do the reverse. So feet go wide and knees go in, right? Abs in, shoulders down. Now, we're not going to lift in this weirdo position. We're not going to lift a leg, but I want you to squeeze the glutes a little extra. Bring those hands off the ground. Give the glutes a half-inch drop and lift. And lift. If this feels weird, if it's too much on your knees, then you just walk back to parallel, right? Just might be getting a little more of that medial hamstring, the hamstrings that are closer to each other in the back. And relax. And then straighten out that left leg, and let's give that right hamstring some love. So bring it in towards your chest. And then bring it slightly to the left. Let it move away, and then bring it over to the right. And then let's bring it back to center again. Reach down, grab your big toe with your right fingers, and lift that foot to the sky. Flex through that heel, and then press the leg straight. If you can't hold on to the toes, hold on to the ankle. If you're holding onto the toes, give me a point and flex. Even if you're not holding the toes, give me a point and flex. Or you can feel free to rotate the ankle. And then we'll bend that knee in again and bring it across towards that left shoulder, right arm to the side. Feel that nice twist, that nice hip action, and then we'll drop it into that twist. As you rotate your hips back, put your right foot on the ground next to your left thigh. And then let it drop open. And now, therefore, it's probably your ankle is a little farther away across your thigh, and I like that. So now we thread the needle with this slightly different angle, and we press that right knee open with the right elbow. And then we're going to cross that right knee completely over, grab your left knee. Let's take a couple rocks side to side. Right arm opens, knees drop left. Straighten the left leg and then the right leg, and pause to see if the right leg maybe feels a little better. And then we'll bend the right knee and we'll hug that left knee in. We'll pull it slightly to the right. Let it move away. Move it to the left. And then it comes back through center. We're going to grab the left big toe with the fingers, left fingers if possible. Flex through that heel as you bend the knee, and then straighten out that leg. Option to point and flex, holding onto the toe or toes, or if you're not holding those toes, that's okay, hold the ankle. Feel free to rotate also. Do what you need to do. And then we'll bend that knee, straighten out the right leg, bring the left arm to the side, right knee comes slightly across, and then all the way into that twist. Left foot on the ground next to your right thigh, and then let it drop open. So again, my leg is crossed farther across than usual. Bend the right knee, thread your needle, left elbow up against that left thigh, please. And then we'll close that gap completely and hold on to the right shin. Take a little rock side to side. Eventually, left arm out or both arms out, knees drop right. And then right leg straightens and left leg straightens. Take a moment, feel that. Maybe reach your arms over your head. Exhale, pull your belly button in, fingers right above you. Elbows are wide. Give me a squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. 2 more times. Squeeze and lift. Last time. Squeeze. Hands down. Mosey your way over. Feel free to unmute yourselves for the cat turkey. And find yourself in that boxy position. Let's round our tailbone, our belly button, and our shoulders. Drop your head. Cat stretch. Meow. And inhale, tailbone up, belly button drop, shoulders squeeze, turkey. And round and press away. And open turkey. Take those toes, tuck them under, lift, and press back. And let's pedal one heel at a time, get a little bit more mobility in those toes and those feet. Do what you need to do, what would feel good there. And then wide stance, walk it back, bend your knees, hands on your thighs. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, turkey. All right, hands to your heart, bring it up, lift that chest. If I don't see you before, have a happy Thanksgiving. And if you want to stick around for